This is mysticoraclemary and welcome to my channel. So in this live, I'll be doing some readings, at least 12 readings and some bonus readings about breaking free from codependency and actions for good. So the bonus readings are going to be for anybody, one topic about anything, and also bonus reading for anybody who wants to break free from any kind of addiction for good, okay? To be crystal clear. There'll be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area once this live is done. So without further ado, let's open up this live with a mantra and then we'll go forward from there. Asitoma satgamaya Dhamma Jyote Gamaya Rityurman Ritan Gamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning again, everyone. So moving forward in this live, I'll tell you some more things that are going on. The reason why I'm doing this live is so that way people can start growing out of their addictions, whether it's codependencies, any kind of addiction really. Could be to sugar, could be to the past, could be to drugs, alcohol, could be to an unhealthy situation, unhealthy pattern that you want to break. Yes, any kind of addiction. So whenever you watch this, it'll be the best time. And what better is me to be helping you through it, because I've went through breaking through from any kind of addiction in my life. And that was 20 years sober from drugs. So that's a huge ass victory. So I have the experience in order to grow through that. Also from depression, anxiety, breaking free from the past. And with all this experience, I want to help those who are in need of it. So that way you're consistently moving forward, growing through and breaking free from any kind of limitations, especially when it comes down to addiction or whatever is holding you back that you've been connected with for so long, you know. So in these readings, I'll be doing 12 different kind of readings, and especially a spiritual process towards the end for those who are open to doing that. It's free for everybody doing the spiritual process. That'll be towards the end, okay? If you are just joining my live, don't forget to hit the like button. So if you are getting ready for work or just up this early and you're having your cup of coffee, have me in the background listening, especially if you're commuting to work and whatnot, because you may get any kind of messages that'll help you on your journey, not just to help you or somebody around you dealing with any kind of addiction, especially if you're dealing with codependency addiction too, in regards to a relationship, either you or somebody else needing to break free from that so you have more growth in your life. Okay. Now, if you want to say hi in the chat before I get started, I'll say hello back. So cheers, everyone. The coffee. Good morning. Clink. Good morning, viewers that just joined the live. Got my water too. If you want to stick around towards the end, I'll be opening also the chat in case you want to chat, have any questions or talk with me about anything, okay? For the subscribers already know, thank you so much for understanding. All right, let's get right to it, viewers. Let's do the first reading for females, okay? So, what is Great Spirit's guidance? Can females receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Heavenly embrace and seeing the beauty. Clarify heavenly embrace and seeing the beauty. 2 cards, please. Money manager and designer. All right, females, here's your guidance in order to grow through and break free from codependency first. You're needing to incorporate this guidance in order to have more balance here in whatever you're codependent in, okay? Whether it's a relationship with you and others or your romantic life, okay? So you need to pull back, spend some time and space with yourself in order to look forward to a happy outcome here, because you're learning how to manage your codependency by taking back your power here. So you're going to manage yourself in such a different way now, where you're going to nurture yourself and your self-care regimens, and you're going to be consistent about it. Instead of being codependent or whatever it is, to bring you happiness, joy, you are going to take fully responsibility to do it yourself, okay? You're not going to make Joe Schmo or Melody Martha to try to make you happy, okay? Now you're going to take full reins of doing that. So that way it breaks codependency here. And you're going to be working really hard in doing this so that way you can see a huge improvement in your life with yourself and others, okay? Plus, this helps you break free from anybody who's codependent on you, okay? Now, if you're dealing with any other addictions, females, you're being asked to come up with a plan, okay? So you get to design here of what it is you want to break free from, okay? Is it food? Is it sugar? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Because in this plan, you are not replacing this addiction with another addiction. You take full responsibility, females, in order to come up with a self-care regimen, a support system, and be consistent with that support system in that plan. So that way you're moving and growing through addictions here. So yeah, sometimes we need a support system, a solid one than what we had before. So that way we're not falling back on doing the same old patterns and think something's going to change out of it, okay? So when you come up with this plan, you're making sure that you're fostering your growth and coming up with a spiritual power of meditation that's to your belief systems, okay? So that way you are fostering growth from the inside out. All right? You're becoming the designer of this. No one else but you. So through this process of breaking free from codependency and addiction, females, you're me going through cycles, and this is really normal, of how you feel and what you're going to purge. You're going to feel the highs and lows of it and feeling a clearing out of a lot of stuff, because you're going to be confronting with that courage and that strength and that balance to face anything that you need to in order to clear out and break these patterns of addiction or codependency in your life, whether it's people, places, or things, okay? So what can females take away from this reading? One card, please. Find beauty and vulnerability, females, and let your resilience shine through life's changes. So it's okay to ask for support, okay? Doesn't make you more or less. Even people without addiction has a support system, and they ask for help when there's highs and lows in life, changes, extreme changes like dealing with life and death, okay? If you would like to stick around towards the end, females, I'll be having a spiritual process that's right for you, okay? And give you some options on a spiritual front too, how to grow and expand with you um, and with yourself, okay? So that's your reading, females. Really hope it helps. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Good morning, Seth. Yes, the bird is the word, goofball. We're going to be doing a live about breaking free from codependency addiction. So thank you for people who just joined my live. Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. You hit in a channel in the chat, good morning, P, where we do mystic oracle healing here using a divination tool like oracle cards, okay? So no fortune telling here in this live for now, okay? But I use my skills in other different ways, including healing people, okay? So giving you a crystal clear answer, okay? All right. Especially if you're dealing with addictions, with wanting to know your fortune and not trusting yourself. I'm that type of person who will tell you and heal you so you can trust yourself. So that way you're not addicted to 100 different fortune tellers that are trying to guess your future and you get all invested in a mental prison about it. Yep, I'm that one that'll break you free from it, okay? By saying, trust yourself, please. All right, moving on to males, okay? So what can great spirit guidance, what can great spirits guidance can, how do I'm going to word this? So what can, what's great spirit's guidance? Yeah. Can males receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Beacon of truth, males. Golden map. Nice with the golden map. Okay, so clarify beacon of truth and golden map. 2 cards, please. Denial. Unfulfilled. God channeled in, the truth will set you free. If you want to face it, males. So let's face it together. Okay. So males, in order to grow and break free from codependency, you're being guided to pause in your journey, because it's pretty normal to do that, in order to tune into your inner guidance about codependency. Are you in a situation that is prohibiting your growth and someone else's growth? Whether it be friends, family, certain people out in your community, romantic situation, okay? Because you can't be in denial about this, or even codependency about how you feel about money, okay? Because when you confront this with yourself and not be in denial about it, then you're able to grow through codependency, okay? We all had to do it, and we're all rooting you on, male, so you can do it as well. Because when you start to confront this, you're not going to be in denial about taking off that mask, okay? And there'll be more growth, and you'll start going through cycles of purging it and how you feel about codependency, okay? That way you're transforming. That way you're not stuck in it anymore. Or in a situation where someone is codependent on you. Okay? So, yes, your guidance is pause and tune into your inner guidance, because you're going to choose what's right and how to break free from codependency, because you're going to learn how to trust yourself to grow through it. Okay? And what better? Because that's what brings solid stableness again back into your life. Now, males that want to break free from any kind of addiction, okay, you need to come up with understanding and being aligned with your true desires here. Okay? Those desires that's going to bring growth and expansion, not one addiction after the other, not filling one void after the other with addiction. Okay? Because once you understand your desires, you can align with a plan here to grow through it. Because you've been feeling unfulfilled always with these addictions. This is why this came up. So you understand that when you're unhappy with your addiction, you're still afraid to make the changes. This is why you have to do something different. Because you might be emotionally attached to this addiction that no longer serves you. So why? Because you made it your best friend? Even though this best friend is hurting your mind and body? No, this addiction has never been your best friend. But Mary, it's always been around. Well, yeah, because you spend the time, the energy to cultivate it in your life. Like, you can do something different. And you know what that is? Invest in yourself in such a different way, where you come up with a self-care regimen, be consistent, that you come up with your own meditation to your belief system and be consistent with that, and that you actually have a stable support system around you, not the ones that are trying to feed your addiction by doing it with you. Okay? This is how you really know your desires versus fake, quick situations that only dull your existence and don't even get you to really live life. You are here to live life and to understand what it's like to be a human being with this human body, including growing out of addiction. Yep, you signed up for it when you said, I want to do this addiction. You're going to have to learn too how to grow out of it, like every one of us. And guess what? We're all cheering you on. The ones who give a damn are cheering you on, so that way you have that victory growing out of that addiction. Okay? So now it's time to really understand how you feel and really grow from how you feel, because how you feel is how you're going to navigate forward. And you're getting unfulfilled big time with these addictions. So once you start realizing this, you're not delaying your growth anymore, but you're taking one step at a time and being practical with yourself again, investing in yourself in a practical way, instead of investing in your mental prison, and instead of investing in what's keeping you stuck. Because everybody's here is growing to thrive instead of survive. Okay? So now it's your turn. So what can males take away from this reading? One card, please. Listen to the whispers of your soul and let the beauty of simplicity guide you. Okay? Trust yourself in order to grow through this, because you already know. Just give yourself that time and space to come up with that plan by using your spiritual power of meditation, because that's what gives you the stillness to listen to the whispers of your soul. Okay. And if you want a spiritual process, I'll be doing a bonus reading at the end, males, and you're always welcome. So hit the like button and subscribe, okay? And I'll see you soon. Now, those in the chat asking for a reading, nothing wrong with asking. If you want your own private reading, go to mysticoraclemary.com and you'll see my services there in order to order one. This live is about breaking free from codependency and addictions, and we'll be doing a bonus reading for anybody else who needs answers about anything else, okay? So if you're really in need of an answer to your question, be patient for that bonus reading at the end, okay? But thank you for asking, because I don't mind answering that question for private readings, okay? All right, let's move forward to singles. We are doing everybody and their mama. Let's see. Where did I put my... Let me get my pen out. Got my other pen, or it fell. I think it fell. Nope, found it. He. All right, singles. What's Great Spirit guidance can singles receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Guardian Armor, Rhythm of Life, verify Guardian Armor and Rhythm of Life. 2 cards, please. Activation, Science. All right, so singles. So how you can break free from codependency before we go into other addictions. You're needing to create healthy boundaries here with you and others in regards to codependency. So you're guarding your health, your time, and your energy, because that is what's really important that a lot of people are getting in perspective now. So you're needing to get that in perspective, so you also guard against any fear and doubt of feeling like you should feel guilty for setting healthy boundaries, okay? Because this will help activate unlocking more of your soul purpose and receiving more divine gifts for yourself, so you that way you don't feel drained, okay, singles? Yippee! Because you're not here to suffer, grow, or feel guilty about not giving in to codependency with people coming around always wanting something from you when they can fulfill it themselves, okay? All right, here is your guidance in regards to breaking free from any kind of addiction, okay, singles? You need to have patience with yourself so that way you manifest here. Breaking free from your addiction. So you're going to have to come up with simple steps or methods here to solve your addiction problems, okay? Because it coincides with your financial issues too, singles. So I got channeled in looking to investing into addiction counsel, some kind of counselor that will help you, give you the practical steps that you need in order for you to break free from whatever addiction that you're going through, singles, okay? Because once you do this, this will get you to the next stage in life, and you'll be able to focus on your intentions here towards yourself and moving forward instead of feeding those addictions, okay? Now, what can singles take away from this reading? One card, please. Embrace the magic within and let your intuition guide you through life's currents. Okay, singles. And singles too, I'll be doing a bonus reading. So at the towards the end of this live, you want to stick around for it. And if you hit this live afterwards, there'll be a timestamp, so you can check that out. See if you want to incorporate it with your self-care regimen, okay? So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, singles, and you're always welcome, okay? Good luck on your journey. I'll see you soon. All right, so let's move on to couples. Good morning, everyone. So what's Great Spirit's guidance can couples receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Sweet harmony between worlds. Clarify sweet harmony and between worlds. 2 cards, please. Science. Money manager. All right, so when it comes down to breaking free from codependency, couples, with your relationships with others, or even romantically, you're needing to let go of the codependency and allow growth to happen here effortlessly, okay? So apply practical steps to move out of codependency. How do you do that? You take full responsibility in nurturing yourself and your own needs, okay? Look into codependency and how it plays a huge part in your relationship with others or even romantically. That way you have a good understanding of how you can grow out of it, okay? And have it being annihilated from your relationships, okay? So that way things come into harmony again. So you doing research and then you applying practical steps to grow out of it is what's going to be a win-win situation, because slow and steady wins the race here, okay? You're going to be going through emotional cycles of purging what was, so that way you clear out and have emotional stability within inside you. That way you're breaking free from codependency and being very honest with yourself, because we all had to. Now it's your turn, okay? So couples that are dealing with any kind of addictions, your guidance here to break free from it is heal any blockages within inside you, okay? Those are the blockages, addictions. And you're going to need to confront them in such a different way by being responsible and consistent here and managing your life in such a different way. You're going to come up with a plan, and that plan is going to show your self-care regimen, okay? And you're going to adjust it as you go without the addiction. So that way you break that pattern, okay? And then spiritual power of meditation, whatever your belief system is, and a support system. People that are going to support you growing through your addiction, not the people that are fostering your addiction, okay? Couples. And this is how you're going to manage your life in such a different way. So that way you see growth out of addiction, but especially growth in your income. Because you're going to see a huge change once you grow out of that addiction and break that pattern. Because then your life is going to flourish, and so is your money. Okay. Again, you're going to be going through cycles here of purging and how you feel what was causing that addiction. And with that is going to come with a brand new beginnings. I say beginnings because for a reason. It's going to be cycles. You're going to be purging a lot of different things. And you're going to have that support system that you set up so that way you get through it easily, okay? Because I feel, and what I get channeled in, you're not going to be able to get through this alone without your support system. We all have it, including I do, okay? Well, if we go through any highs and lows, we have people around that we can lean on every once in a while for advice or to get things in perspective again for a brand new cycle within inside us, okay? So what can couples take away from this reading? One card, please. Guardian Star, guardian of the ocean, providing you with protection and strength, couples. Feel safe and peaceful. Yippee! All right, couples, you're invited to the bonus reading if you want to do a spiritual process. And I'll give you another option too in order to break free from your addiction for good. So there'll be a timestamp at the end of this live for it if you catch it this live after, okay? But if you're on this live now, so you can see that bonus reading, okay? Hit the like button and subscribe, okay? And I'll see you later. Let's move on to people who are employed. My pen's going out. Uh-oh. All right, what's Great Spirit's guidance can employed people receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Power of attraction, power to attract, real connection. Clarify power to attract and real connection. 2 cards, please. Perfection. Planner. So people who are employed, we'll talk about codependency and how you can break through it first and then any kind of other addictions thereafter, okay? So you're being guided here to go with the flow, to break free from codependency, okay? Because while you break free from codependency, you're giving up perfectionism as well and growing through that as well with you and others, especially the conditioning. The reason why you're codependent is because you were conditioned at a young age that if people weren't telling you what you need to do, then you got reprimanded. And you were getting tired of getting reprimanded. So then that made you codependent to the person so that way they can just tell you what you need to do, and which got you into thinking, well, This is how perfection looks like in their eyes. So if I do it, then everything will be perfect. Well, now you're growing through it. Okay? You're growing through the codependency on it and the perfectionism of it. So what can you do? Go with the flow and start purging. The fact that you're taking the first step here and recognizing what it is that needs to be released. Not everything will be perfect in this world. Okay, is the first one thing that not ideology you're growing through, because perfection never really existed. It was a very much a deep conditioning our society was going through back in the day when, well, people were over drinking and giving into their addictions. So then they came up with an ideology and a belief system that in order to have a stable life, you had to live under a certain guidelines of rules, whether they be church or state rules, in order for you to not have any addictions to alcohol and drugs and da 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 da. But that fostered a lot of perfectionism because of the fact that people just wanted a certain way, their way. And not, if you've ever noticed in life, we never get it our way. This is why this world, if you believe in a creator or not, a God or not, or a divine or not, this world is teaching us why things are so different. Okay? Why perfectionism doesn't exist the way we think it does. See, everything happens in a perfect time, in a perfect way, better than what our human mind has ever seen. This is why things flow in balance and harmony, because it's a lot different than what we expected and what we thought it should be in order to grow and heal our expectations and grow us through perfectionism. Okay? So you're going to be going with the flow of things and you're being guided to do so. So that way you're growing through this ideology of what was conditioned with you in codependency and perfectionism. Because you're going to understand when you do, good luck is on your side, meaning the universe has your back. Okay? So you're going to be purging this. If you had to know what speed, it's not going to be slow, it's not going to be fast, it's going to be right in the middle where you're going to go up and down with it, okay? But when you go up and down with it, this is where you're growing through it, okay? And you're not being hard on yourself and you're not being hard on others. It fosters you to have patience with yourself, compassion, and recharging to have balance, okay? So that's what you're being guided to do to grow through codependency, okay, employed people. Now, to break free from any other addictions, you're being asked here to connect with your spiritual power meditation so you can get support on a spiritual front to grow you through any addictions. You're going to get a lot of insight when you do your spiritual power meditation, this reflection time. So that way you can start planning here, having a critical plan so that you can make each day count now. That you're not living in survival mode, but you're heading it to the next level to thrive. When you are fostering addictions, you're in survival mode. You're putting a band-aid over a big problem, employed people. So this is why you're needing to sit back, do a meditation and reflection time to come up with a plan so you can grow out of that survival mode. We all had to do it. We're all growing out of the old ideology and growing into thriving now. So now it's your time to. Because when you take stock of what matters most, that's what you're going to be focused on and putting your intent. So, what matters most? Investing in yourself in such a different way without those addictions. So, you're taking one step at a time of coming up with the self-care regimen, okay, and being consistent with it, knowing that you're going to be flexible with your self-care regimen. That way, it fosters your growth and no addiction, okay? And your spiritual power of meditation. Start out with 1 hour a day, giving yourself 1 hour a day to grow from the inside out, doing a meditation that's right for you. And you'll know what's right because it'll feel great because it'll foster that balance, okay? So if you're asking, oh, Mary, what kind of meditations? There's meditation playlists on my channel. There's Sadhguru's app. There's a simple power of meditation without any kind of belief system that fits with anybody. And that's going outside, touching soil by sitting outside, either on the grass or touching the soil with your feet. Put your hands, palms facing up on your thighs. You sit in a regular chair, okay? Close your eyes and you take 10 deep breaths. Like that, okay? And you give yourself that time and space. Don't time yourself because you'll know when to get out of that meditation so easily by moving your fingers, and your own self will say, it's time to go. And then you'll break yourself free from that meditation, okay? And that's as easy as it can be, okay? Now, what can employed people take away from this reading? One card, please. Choose love over fear in every moment, knowing that love is the highest vibration of all. Yippee! Now, if you want other spiritual practices that'll help you break free for good for any kind of addiction, employed people, I'll be doing a bonus reading at the end. So check that out. There'll be timestamps to it too as well. Okay? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay, employed people? I'll see you later. Now let's move forward to unemployed people. Hi there to Count Dumas. They said good morning and greetings from Indiana. Great. Glad you can join me, and especially from Indiana. I'm streaming out of Ohio early this morning, so I hope you all are commuting to work with ease, and hopefully not that much drama coming towards you or traffic issues, okay? Now, what's Great Spirit's guidance? Can unemployed people receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Power to attract and heavenly embrace. Clarify power to attract and heavenly embrace. 2 cards, please. Unfulfilled. Denial. All right. Let's jump into how you can break free from codependency first, then any other addictions, okay? So how to break free from codependency, unemployed people. If you're either codependent or people are codependent on you, you just need to go with the flow of how you feel. If you feel very unfulfilled in a codependent kind of relationship, whether it be friends, family, or romance, You're being guided to go with the flow to break free from it, one step at a time. Because if you're unhappy with what this is bringing to your life, but afraid to make changes, this is why you're needing to go with the flow to confront it now, of how you feel about it first. If you're going, well, Mary, I'm feeling effing unhappy. That's your first practical step in acknowledging what needed to finally to be acknowledged out in the open instead of just thinking about it, So then you make the other practical step. So what do I feel about doing about it? Well, I need to set healthy boundaries now with me and the person with this whole codependency issue. Well, how do you do that? Well, you break the pattern by acknowledging that healthy boundaries need to be set. You do research on how to set healthy boundaries with codependency, okay? And there's simple things by saying, you know what, I'm going to let the person know that I need to spend some time in space with myself to foster that independence. If you are codependent on somebody, you need to foster your independence, okay? By getting to know yourself, going, what makes you happy? Are you doing a self-care regimen that keeps balance in your life? Are you doing a spiritual power meditation that's under your belief systems? Because if you're not doing that, this is your action to make those practical steps to do it, okay? People who are unemployed. So you're going to have to write some stuff down here in your journal. Because when you write things down, you start purging what needs to be done and what needs to be let go of, okay? So that way you're making the effort and you get to find some resources and rewards. You breaking free from codependency, okay? And fostering your own independence. All right, so here is some guidance in order to break free from addiction, unemployed people. You're needing to connect with your spirit guides and angels by using your spiritual power meditation or even your prayer, whatever your belief system is in regards to those two things, okay? Because when you do, you'll really have the support that you need here on a spiritual front, and you'll feel it, you'll know it. And this will help you guide you to the next step of fostering more support to grow you out of addiction. Because you can't be in a denial about this anymore, and you'll be breaking free from that mask of addiction here. That there was something that was bothering you, so you use addiction in order to mask what was bothering you. Yeah, we all do it. None of us is perfect. Okay, we all went through different kind of addictions. So in order to mask what the real problem was that was bothering us, okay, or what the real issues were. So unemployed people, when you start fostering your independence away from addiction and your own growth, this is what's going to get you to really understand and take it to the next level here, where you're going to even use your own words of power to help transform others because you understand what it took to foster your own growth and independence growing from addiction, okay? What's getting channeled in, you're going to be a healer for others, okay, unemployed people? No pressure, but this is your time and space to come to that realization. So now you can be like, oh, so this is why I went through all that shit. Yeah, we make our choices to understand what it's like to be a human being. And part of those decisions we make is, even through the hard times, how to break free from those hard times so that we're not being suppress in fear or addiction anymore, but we're going through it, and you're going to be an inspiration for yourself and others around you. Okay? I know I have. So big hugs. This is why I do these readings, so that way you have forward movement. Over 20 years for me, over 20 years of breaking free from any kind of addiction, fear, depression, drugs, everything. So, what can unemployed people take away from this reading? One card, please. Flow with the rhythm of life and let the cascading waters of change carry you to new beginnings. Yippee! And unemployed people, that's your reading. You're invited to the bonus reading at the end. There'll be timestamps to it if you need it. Okay, down below in the description box and comment area. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, unemployed people. See you later. Now let's move on to self-employed people. Then from there, college people, and then we'll have bonus readings at the end for anything else too. Cheers, everyone. Clink. Crap, I just... Oopsie. Dropped a crap load of cards. I'll make sure I grab them all. Because last time I didn't, my daughter found a card underneath the couch. I was like, oh, thank you. All right. Found them all. Hopefully. All right. So what's Great Spirit's guidance can self-employed people receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Shining wisdom. True north. Clarify shining wisdom and true north. 2 cards, please. Business. Peacemaker. All right, so self-employed people. In order to break free from codependency, you're just needing to learn what you need to know about codependency. So do some research on it, and you're going to be learning and about teaching and supporting yourself to grow through codependency. And you'll be gaining more awareness and thinking bigger if you want different outcomes here in order to grow through it. So the research I did, and also the practical steps I did and help people foster their independence out of codependency, is that you come up with your self-care regimen, you be consistent, you're inflexible with yourself because you're going to have to readjust it, so that way you're not fostering any addictions, but your own happiness. Not fake happiness is what's getting channeled in, okay? And your spiritual power meditation, whatever belief system you have. Because with those 2 things, it helps you foster more of your independence and not expecting people to provide you with your own happiness. It's just a bonus. People in your life are just a bonus. Okay? And I mean that in the utmost great thing, your bonus, but they're not here to nurture your own happiness. You are. That love within inside you is what helps nurture your whole life and then the life around you. If it's off balance, like with codependency, it'll bring on a heap world of shadow lessons that you have to go within and ask yourself why it is that you're clinging on to someone, something in a codependent way. So when you do this research and understand and teach yourself different support methods here to grow through codependency, it's going to foster nurturing yourself and your dreams in such a different way, okay? It also will foster more of trusting yourself and your spirit guides and the people around you that are trying to foster more of your independence, including me, okay? Now, how to break free from those addictions? You're needing to trust yourself by using your intuition to make your decisions. How do you feel about addiction? Are you finally tired about it? Are you tired of living into survival mode and only it fostering your mental prison? Or are you ready and feeling happy that you want to grow out of your addictions? Because when you're ready and wanting to be happy to grow out of your addictions, this is what gets you aligned to how you feel. So that way you come up with a plan where you adopt more of a win-win attitude here to negotiate what your plans are going to be here to grow out of your addictions and being consistent. Because when you foster your spiritual power of meditation and be consistent with it every single day, it brings you balance, that clarity, that strength, that for a movement where you're enjoying your journey and you're not investing in what's making you suffer to grow. Because you're not here to suffer to grow, okay? Light bulb. So yeah, and come up with a self-care regimen and be consistent and flexible with yourself so that way you foster your independence and not fostering any addiction. That support system is going to help too. Whether you have an addiction or not, people have support systems, to be crystal clear. Even the most richest of all of us to the poorest of all of us, we all have support system. You just got to make sure your support system is fostering your independence through addiction and not fostering your addiction, okay? That's a huge difference there. All right? So what can self-employed people take away from this reading? One card, please. Tap into your inner wisdom and navigate life's depths with grace and majesty, okay? Now, self-employed people, you're invited to my bonus, which is a spiritual power meditation, or actually, it'll be a spiritual process. So you're invited to that bonus. That timestamp will be down below in the description box and comment area. You watch this after the live is done, but you can always stick around towards the end for that bonus because it'll be there. Also with anything else too is what I'm doing. So hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay, self-employed people? See you later. Now let's move on to college people, and from college people we'll go from, let's see, we'll go to retired people. Then start doing the bonus readings after the retired people. Okay? So what's Great Spirit's guidance can college people receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Purify desires. Vantage point. Clarify, purify desires, and a vantage point. 2 cards, please. Mechanic, caution. All right, college people. We'll talk about codependency and how you can break through it first before the other addictions, okay? So, how you can break free from codependency is burn away those old patterns of codependency with you and others, okay? And we're to welcome in a new opportunity here. So if you have codependency between you and others in regards to friendship, romance, family, this is your time to fix those things. So look into making those practical steps to foster your independence by setting healthy boundaries, taking good care of yourself and being consistent, and taking full responsibility to stand your ground to making sure that there's no more codependency with you and others, okay? This is what gets you to burn away those old patterns, okay? Because you're going to learn what you need to learn about codependency and addictions by doing some research, and you should become that seeker always in your life, okay? Don't just take it from my mouth or anybody else's, because that doesn't foster truth or trust within inside you. What fosters the truth and trust within inside you is you becoming that seeker, okay? Because then you'll know what's right and how to commit to that balance for that trust in that truth, okay? Now, how to break free from any other addictions, college people, is that you're needing to invest in your spiritual power of meditation in order to have that clarity and gain a new perspective here. With Gain Channel, and whatever you're smoking, whatever you're drinking, is only fostering your mental prison and your addiction. So this is why you're needing to invest in yourself a different way, college people, so that way you see things clearly, and it helps you go exercise caution when making any decisions moving forward. Yeah, I know the whole college thing because I went to college too, community and a university too. And I know about smoking and drinking too in college because I did it in college and high school towards the end. Okay. So, with 20 years being sober from a lot of different things, drinking and smoking is one of them. I can tell you this: whenever I drank and whenever I smoke, it doesn't give you that balance. It makes you recall because your mind starts getting constipated and regurgitating a lot of bull crap to keep you stuck in a constipated mode. And I'm sure you're like, constipation? This is why we talk about things. And we talk about it where it's in the middle, where it's serious and playful at the time. So that way you're comfortable in having this conversation with me. No one wants to be constipated, okay? That shit hurts in the mind and the body. So this is why you're needing to foster an investment that's long lasting, and that is your spiritual power of meditation and whatever your belief system is. Well, Mary, where can I get that free meditation? Well, I have a meditation playlist on my channel. You can check that out. Sadhguru's app has meditation too, from 5 to an hour, a minute long. these are different kind of meditations you can use. Or you can go outside, either sit in the grass or even sit on the ground within your dorm, ground level in your home, or if you're in a dorm, college people. Have your feet on the ground or sitting on the ground. Have to be very crystal clear because some people get confused, and I'm all right with being crystal clear, okay? Put your hands facing up on your thighs. Close your eyes. Don't have your phone on. Put it to silent, please. And you breathe in and out. 10 times, okay? You settle in each breath, okay? Don't give yourself time limit unless you have to go to class. 5 minutes will do, okay? And you give yourself time to breathe out. And you don't need any kind of belief system with it. That's what's great about this third option. You can do it at any time, okay? Even giving yourself a minute without can totally transform a situation within inside you and around you too. Because it's not only showing that you're having patience with inside you about whatever you're going through, but you're having patience outside of you too, okay? So when you start investing in yourself in a different way, with reflection time, meditation time, breathing out time, you're showing more caution here of you going slow and growing out of any kind of addiction, okay? You start focusing on your life purpose. You start learning and teaching yourself different methods in order to manifest to reach your goals, okay, college people? So what can college people take away from this reading? One card, please. Confront the shadows within and let the alchemy of your soul transform darkness into light. Yippee! All right, college people, there'll be a bonus reading at the towards the end. So if you are interested in it, it'll help you with a spiritual process, okay? And those timestamps will be down below in the description box and comment area too as well. So please hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Now let's move forward to retired people. And then from retired people, we'll do the bonus readings, okay? To anything else. All right, what's Great Spirit's guidance can retired people receive to move through codependency and addictions whenever they watch this? Real connection. Treasure within. Clarify real connection and treasure within. 2 cards, please. Unlock. Woohoo! Growth. All right. So, retired people, I'm going to help you break free from codependency first and then any other addictions next, okay? So you're being guided to break free from codependency by connecting with your spirit tribe. So how can you connect with them? If you're asking, Mary, how do you do that? So you use your spiritual process of meditation and prayer, okay? Set your intent towards your prayer of what it is you want to do. Simple prayer. I would like to connect with my spirit guides, higher self, my spiritual source through my meditation. Because my intentions is I want to grow through codependency or any kind of addictions. And then you do your meditation, or whatever it is your belief system is. And if you don't have a meditation, you can do it on ground level, in your home, or outside, on the grass, or even sitting on a chair, having your palms face up on your thighs, closing your eyes. Don't put a time limit on it unless you have to go to an appointment. Other than that, have your phone off or have your alarm on. Okay? Breathe in and out 10 times. And give yourself that time and space. Okay? You will grow from the inside out and connect with yourself, your spiritual source, or your spirit guides, or whatever you're trying to invoke to connect with on a spiritual front. Okay? Once you do this, this will get you through any kind of obstacles that appear. Because if any of them appear in regards to codependency, it's getting you to steer you back on course. Okay. So if you need to, be reminded what codependency is by researching it. Okay. There's different kind of methods and how to break free from it. But first is you dealing with it with inside you. And then setting healthy boundaries with you and others, where you're fostering your independence and balance with others, okay? And that growth. Because I get channeled in because now it's your time for that growth and expansion. So you've been doing a lot of things on the practical front of trying to gain money and all that. So this retirement mode is trying to grow you from the inside out. So that way, you don't feel like you have to fake it to make it in life anymore. Okay? So big hugs. Retired people, how to break free from any kind of other addictions. You need to go within. Keep on fostering your spiritual power of meditation inside or outside of your home on ground level, okay? So that way you're staying authentic to yourself, letting your genuine heart lead you, that you always foster your values. So what do you value? Life, which is thriving, or addiction, that is surviving? Choose wisely, because you're here to grow out of that survival addiction mode into thriving. So when you foster more your connection of that spiritual power of meditation, this is what's going to not delay any more growth of you growing out of that addiction, because it'll foster clarity, and then you'll know more practical steps in moving forward. And then you'll be more consistent with your meditation and taking good care of yourself, even fostering a good support system that will keep on cheering you on growing through any addiction too. Okay? Even the richest and poor of us always has a good support system that grows us out of really effed up situations, you know? And then you'll start nurturing more, focusing on your life purpose. And you'll just know, because those beautiful ideas is what you're going to be able to foster. So write them down, because they're not stupid, okay? So what can retired people take away from this reading? One card, please. Confront the shadows within and let the alchemy of your soul transform darkness into light. Okay? Yippee! So, retired people, I'll be doing a bonus reading, okay, to help you grow through addictions for good. And it's going to be a spiritual process, really, okay? So if you need to know, a timestamp will be towards that. It's going to be the timestamps will be down in the description box and comment area, okay? So like and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Now let's move on to the bonus readings. Get out the other deck. This bonus reading is for anything else that you're coming towards me about, any point in time, okay, to be crystal clear. Get 2 decks out. Shuffle this twice, and then we'll get started. Viewers, if you just joined my live, hit the like button, please. All right, please give me 1 card for females. The first card, second card for males. Answers to their questions, whatever it may be, at any point in time when they come to me now or after the live. Last card of the bottom deck is the big picture for males and females, in case they are confused about whatever they're coming towards me about. Females, here's your answer. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest balanced and a just outcome. So be crystal clear. Give yourself that time and space in whatever the situation is to rebalance yourself, okay? By using your spiritual power meditation, self-care regimen, okay? This is what's going to help you make a decisive judgment in whatever situation you're asking me about. So that way you're fostering your own trust in your decision, not me telling you, hey, this is what you need to do, okay? You need to learn how to trust your decision. And so I'm telling you how to do it, okay? And you know how to do it? Your spiritual power of meditation, okay? Give yourself that time and space away from the situation to rebalance, okay? And then you'll know what to do because you'll trust yourself, because you'll feel it. All right, males, here's your answer to whatever question it is. Ignite your courage in order to light the path of bravery amidst any kind of shadows of fear, okay? Don't give up. Use your courage, which is fostered by balance. Because if you're balanced, you're going to give into fear like no other. So we're not going to want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. So if you're coming to me, what's the answer? Foster your balance. That will give you courage to face whatever you want to face here, of how you feel about the situation, how you truly feel about the person in the situation, okay? Okay, the big picture for males and females. Give up control, release your grip on the outcomes, embrace the present moment with wisdom. Because the past and the future possibilities are going to get you stuck in a mental prison. So what you can foster now is your balance. Because what you can create now, right now, what matters, the present moment. Not the future or past, okay? Because there's nothing you can do to change them because they haven't happened yet. But what you can change right now is the present moment. That's what you can foster that stability, okay? Now, cheers, everyone. Good morning. Clink. For those who need to break, here's the other bonus reading, by the way. For those who need to break free from any kind of addictions for good We're doing that bonus, okay? So please give me one spiritual process and guidance for those who need to break free from codependency or any other addictions at any point in time are watching this now or anytime. One card, please. And I mean anything for good that are addiction and codependency. One card, please. The precious and the rare. So simply sit back and listen. If you fall asleep, it's all right. It's early in the freaking morning. Don't blame you. But if you fall asleep at any point in time, pick it from the beginning so that you're confused. If you do it in parts, you're going to get confused, okay? To be crystal clear. So just start at the beginning, please. Thank you. And then we'll do the spiritual process right after, okay? So don't give up on yourself or the divine, viewers. You are not overreacting or making things seem more important than they are in truth. When in face of possible loss, something deep in our soul recoils in horror. It is a sign of something that is not right. It is a sign that we are too attached. It is not a sign that we are too attached or not trusting enough to the divine to figure everything out. It is a sign that we must fight to safeguard what otherwise perish. We are not here to be passive consumers of whatever the dominated mainstream consciousness tries to enact in the world. We are here to embody a loving consciousness, to be the fearless, determined enactors of wisdom. We are here to educate, to inform, to rebel and refuse, to speak up, to make waves, and to honor the light in such a way that we protect and preserve what has real value in the world. The body, the earth, and her creatures are not illusions, my dear viewers. Saying that they are not real is not spiritual wisdom. That is an unholy deception perpetuated by the forces that don't want sacred activists derailing their devastating behaviors that place profit above all else. Those of the Mantis tribe of South Africa are known as the Jaguar people. Exposure to outside influences and grabs for their land have changed their economy, introduced diseases, and challenged the continuing existence of their culture. Their innate spiritual right to live as they choose has been violated. Short-sightedness, such as the exploitation of their land for financial greed, is never part of the divine plan, my dear viewers. We know this because the pure of heart recoil in horror and disgust as such events. We must not fall prey to the dark deception that tries to make us accept what is unacceptable by falsely attributing it to the divine. The recoil of the heart lets us know that the divine is not in the situation and has not created that situation. It has been created through the operation of darkness and the misuse of human free will. The divine is very much needed to correct and restore the situation before a negative use of free will creates irreversible damage. Now, we have the power to invoke that protective and corrective divine presence through the wise use of our own free will, which involves taking conscious action. Whence praying for courage, inspiration, assistance, and protection. Such sacred activism builds self-esteem and boosts our belief in what is possible for wise and courageous people to create together. We become unwilling to be hoodwinked or be made to feel impotent in the face of unjust destruction. Instead, we rally, we rise. We gain energy. We become fierce with divine healing and energy, my dear viewers, that are fighting addiction. Treasuring what is sacred, original, and worth preserving in human culture is part of our task as those who are aware enough to recognize it. One of the tribal wisdoms of the Mantis people is that the best way to contribute is to do what one does best. There will be many who want to stop you. And yet black jaguar is a rare vibrant of the panther species of South America. Brings the medicine of fearlessness and the willingness to act, the ability to discover hidden knowledge and unraveling secrets. The mantis and the black jaguar are rare and endangered, unique treasures upon the earth. Their presence in our consciousness reflects a conversation taking place between our souls and the Divine Mother. She knows how to heal any illnesses within her realm, and all we need to do is follow the yearnings of our heart with confidence. And all that we need to know will be imparted so that her beautiful will can be brought to bear. So, my dear viewers that are dealing with addictions, now we can start the spiritual process. You can do this at any point in time, as many times as you need to, okay? But once is enough for the day that you do it. So visualize and imagine by closing your eyes and feel that there is a black jaguar emerging from the night sky. Moonlight shines on the black fur, fearless eyes shining like sunlit amber. The movement is measured, steady without hesitation. You sense the absolute certainty and confidence in the sacred creature. Whatever that has been holding you back, my viewers that are trying to conquer addiction, whether you clearly articulate it or not, is severed from your field by one swipe from the black jaguar. Feel the release with peace in your heart. Now, please say aloud, Spirit of Black Jaguar reveals my courage, conviction, purpose, and passion. I am freed from constraint. I am made ready in this moment and for all moments to come. By the grace of the divine feminine, I am willing to participate fully in my life, to take action upon the divine yearnings of my heart for the greatest good. I will not be shamed and silenced. I will take action every day in whatever ways I can, with fierce compassion in my heart, and sacred, rebellious fire in my belly. May divine purpose manifest through our own willingness and talent, and through our faith in ourselves, each other, and the divine. So be it. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. My dear viewers, you are done with the spiritual process. And if you need to have a regimen with this, it's once a day, or whenever you feel like your addiction is trying to grip you again. Okay? This will get you through to gain your power back again. Okay? So big hugs, my viewers. I really hope it helps. So this is a point in time where I do open things up in the chat. If you have any questions you need to ask me, I also do updates on my channel and anything else, okay? So my viewers, big hugs. This has been a wonderful live, and this is my turning point for the end of September, because in October, it's gonna look different on my channel. Hold on. Good morning again, everyone. It's a Monday when I'm recording this, so I hope you're having a really good week, or whenever you watch this, especially a good Monday. And so this is a good live for me to end out in September. I wanted to do something big so that way it'd help people that are going through any kind of addiction finally break free from it, because, well, we need everybody in this new transition that's going to happen in this next few months and this next year that's going to happen. So I love doing my job, so these are the kind of readings I love doing for free and all that. In October, everybody's invited to my classes. Everybody can come to these free classes where it's a mystic perspective to grow through things in life and upgrades and perspectives, especially about the elements, life and divine purpose. I mean, you'll see all the 11 classes. They're going to be mind blowing because we're going to incorporate a lot of different things. So that way you learn from different perspectives and spiritual practices that are going to be so simple and easy. And all you have to do is subscribe, okay? I do community posts on different things, and check out my blog. It'll be linked to my community posts. But if you want to go right to it, go to mysticoraclemary.com. Click on the button on the right top part of the screen, and it says blog for seekers. Okay. To me, we're all seekers trying to figure it out in order to grow and expand as a human being because, well, we wanted to experience what it's like to be a human being. Ta-da! Here we are without the manual, right? So I have different practical ways through anything you're going on in life. If you want to talk about different things other than what I post, let me know. Comment down below. I'm open-minded about other people and their ideas of what I can incorporate so people around them or even them can grow and expand. I do movie nights on the weekends, so I'll be posting movie options on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you subscribe to my channel, you're going to get a lot of cool free stuff. But if you want more private readings and stuff, you can order it on mysticoraclemary.com. So check out my channel, see if it's right for you, and we'll grow and expand together. Okay? I foster your independence and you creating more in this world with your beautiful ideas, because you know what? The same old thing gets dull and boring. So new creative ideas is what we need in this world. And hopefully you don't hesitate to want to divulge what it is when the time comes. So the beautiful world can see your creativity, okay? As for what's going on with me, been focused on being a single parent, focusing on my job that I do here as a mystic oracle healer. I do different kind of readings on my channel. Okay. And you'll see that when you subscribe. I do zodiac sign and non-zodiac sign readings so I can reach everybody. And it's a mix with predictions and non-prediction readings, okay? So October, the lives are going to be open to all topics, and I'll be going with the flow of things. So there's not going to be any name topic like we've been having in September. So that's the big change up. So it's going to be great. And I'll still be doing lives on Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with timestamps so you can go right to your reading, okay? I make it flexible so you can watch my channel at any time, okay? October, I celebrate the Day of the Dead from Halloween up to November 2nd. And so with trick-or-treating, not going to be a thing of me and my daughter doing anymore. We're honoring more of Day of the Dead activities where we're honoring the people who have passed in our life, family, friends kind of thing. And we're going to be doing Day of the Dead dinners So I will be divulging what kind of dinners we're going to be having throughout October to give you um, idea and how to go about new traditions, or you can incorporate some old and new traditions, no matter what belief system you are in. Okay. And anything else? Things are getting colder. We've been getting a lot of rain. I've been harvesting my sunflowers, getting a lot of sunflower seeds. Anything else going on? I've been binge watching certain movies and TV series. I can't wait until Stranger Things comes out with their new season in October. So that should be cool. And I'll be divulging more about the series I'll be watching with the Alien series that came out not too long ago. If you're into aliens and Predator, they have new movies and TV series that came out, so check those out. I haven't checked out all of them just yet. I was talking to my best friend from another mother. He just got done watching in concert Nine Inch Nails, so we started talking about that through text, and it was so, I can't believe those dudes are still around. I'm so glad they are. They're really good at doing industrial music and stuff. So if you like Nine Inch Nails, check out their new stuff. I really like some of it because it really gets into a lot of stuff that's been going on around the world too. Anything else? I love music, love movies and TV. I talk about it even on my lives. Let me know what you like. Comment down below what kind of movies, TV series, music you like. I am diverse and liking everything. But my go-to genre is I love rock. Different um, time periods of rock. Um, I grew up with a mother and father very diverse in their music. My mom being Mexican, Spaniard, and Italian. My father being German, French, and Irish, I think, yeah. So I'm a mixture of everything. Hi there, Scott Burren. Barron. Good morning. Glad you can join me on this live. And I talk about different things as long as you guys want to hit me up on these lives and talk. I'm whoever I heal, I do have boundaries with, so I don't overstep those boundaries, and I let people know clearly if they overstep mine. I'm very chilled and laid back, so very respectful whoever I meet, either past, present, or future. Okay, all is welcome on my channel. With that being said, I can end out this live. You have a wonderful week or day whenever you watch this. And I'll see you in the next live, and that is on Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Non-zodiac sign readings, okay? So I'm going to end out with a mantra. I'll see you later, okay? Esito ma sadgamaya Namasoma Jyote Gamaya Rityurman Ratangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye for now.